Oh
my god, you don't even know you're opening.
Warning, please do not attempt to perform any of the stunts or activities that can lead to serious injury. Video submissions of any kind are accepted by one side of the coin of Hedgehog Gaming. I forgot the intro.
You forgot your own intro.
I did forget the intro there.
Hi everybody, welcome to, hey Kenny, can we get the chat up?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
He's working on it. Alright, perfect. Hi, welcome to One Side of the Coin. I'm your host, Steveo the Gamer, and with me as always my co-host,
Mack-Attack.
So yes, our weekly show is all about Genesis Battle of Champions. Tonight, very, very interesting show. So we're going to let some people get into the chat. If you want to participate and get involved in the conversation, be sure to put a comment in the chats and let us know your opinion, thoughts, comments, anything. We'll get them read out, kind of thing, and address them the best that we can. So, just a fair warning. Tonight's show is going to be a very in-depth conversation in regards to how things are progressing with what we know with Genesis Battle of Champions. So, hey Jeff, hey, thanks for watching, Jeff.
We made it!
Yes, Miss. Did you want to tell him? Did you send him the message?
What one?
About your.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Jeff,
message for Jeff.
I have a small story for you. So, I just recently got a Echo Dot, which is like an Alexa. And the first thing after getting it set up, the first thing I asked it to do was play Despacito.
For Jeff. Yes. His favorite song. Despacito. I don't know the rest of the words.
I don't know.
We're actually gonna
make that.
Yeah,
we gotta make that.
You and I were gonna sit down and we're gonna make a dedicated song to Jeff Pasito based on that.
This is how we do it.
Yeah, right. Yes, Jeff, for sure. Yeah, Damian's artwork of sits here. One of the last pieces of merchandise I got from for Genesis.
Hello, Asan.
Hi, Asan. Thanks for joining us. So. Last Thursday, okay, first off, last Thursday we started doing some spoilers for Genesis Battle of Champions Invasions, which was supposed to have been the next set to be released prior to the announcement at Haunted Castle Games. So, leading up to that, I had acquired some of the cards and the images and whatnot that were given to me for that spoiler, right? So, I do have a lot more. However, we only did a small portion of it last week.
Like, what, 5?
We did, I think, like seven cards that were supposed to be coming out in Invasion. So, come Friday, the next day, right after the show, I'd gotten the phone call. So, not to spoil anything further for Invasions. And then, to top it off, if you're on Facebook, a message went up on the Facebook group, the official Genesis VOC Facebook group, and Kenny's pulling it up right here, and this is what it stated.
Can you make that bigger?
Not if you want your camera, your face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, just leave it like that. Why is the thing, like, our images, like, we're leaning?
It's been like that for like couple weeks.
No,
anyway,
no, we'd have to go this
though way. These days may be sad.
Can make this play faster. This is.
And though the castle has fallen.
Let us cherish the memories we shared together. Hi, man, running.
For though the castle has fallen,
truly gone. You're not reading it right.
Jesus, Kenny. So though the castle is truly gone, so
we flatlined.
Flatline, I guess, showing a flatline thing, right? So, and then all of a sudden, the kingdom remains, and there's a pause.
The battle is not over. Please don't spoil
unreleased Genesis materials.
So, So this came out after I received a phone call. So the phone call was from a middleman, apparently, for potential, from what I understand, a potential buyer of the IP for Genesis Battle of Champions. So a lot of questions and concerns started to arise. So a lot of the comments and concerns that were on this post started forming, and a lot of arguments. So over the past couple of weeks, I've taken the time to reach out to a lot of community members, spending numerous amounts of hours on the phone, discussions as to things that happen on the back end of Genesis, right?
Yeah,
so,
that the comment section of the video, people were sending messages that were like this long.
Really, really long.
They were like
right?
paragraphs.
So I mean, let's first off, like the person who had put this video out, right? So it was put out by Hero Smith, right? So there's the name Hero Smith. We've been calling him Agent Smith. So if we do refer to him as Agent Smith, apologize. It's been kind of a joke because he's like, there's so much secrecy behind this.
It's
right?
because
so,
we were watching Deadpool and Dad kept saying his name wrong, and so I just went out and said Agent Smith because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, Agent Smith.
Yeah. It's a joke.
It's just a joke. Anyway, so I'd reached out, put in a friend request, and I said hello to him, and I have not gotten a response. Just wanting to go forward. Now, I was also told that there's this big, huge secrecy thing when it comes to the gaming industry, right? Now, I don't know why this was stated. There's really no etched in stone policy or anything of that nature as far as people have to keep things secret when it comes to whether they're buying a company or whatnot. Now, a lot of games in the past, like, if they're going to buy it, they buy the company or they buy the game, like very short-term period afterwards it's announced or whatever, or, within the works of it kind of thing. So
yeah, usually it's announced afterwards.
It is usually announced after the progress or the thing happens, right? So so the request came through, just wanting to know like who was requesting this, right? And hitting closed doors, left, right, and center, and whatnot. And the middle person had told me it's like this is the first time in 5 years for the game Genesis Battle of Champions that I'm not in the know-how as far as the information that's being released or that's going on the back end for Genesis. And yeah, I kind of am. I think the amount of time and passion and progression that I put into Genesis in the establishment of the Genesis, right? And it's just kind of like wanting to know, right? I'm seeing this video, and along with a lot of other community members that they've already stated, it is false hope, right?
It's because they put out this announcement before anything's been etched in stone. It's like anything can happen during the period of, whatever's happening, right? Can fall out, nothing's going to go through, or like if it falls out, it won't go through, right? And then it's like, well, we're left with this video that's saying, hey, it's going to start back up when it's not. All right.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, I mean, with everything that has happened in the past little while, which it's been just slightly over a month now that announcement was made, that Genesis was, or like Haunted Castle was shutting down, Genesis was no longer kind of thing.
Now.
It's been about a month, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's been a lot of uproar from the communities, a lot of questioning as to what's going on. I mean, we're slowly starting to learn a lot of the breakdowns from some of the people who were directly involved with the company and how things unfolded, right? So, I mean, all said and done as far as what had happened and whatnot, water under the bridge. It's happened, it's done, whatever the case may be. However, the progression of this game, wanting to keep the game going, right? I don't see that there's a necessity behind keeping it that secret, right? So, I mean, what if things don't go through, right? So I was also told that this is just in the process, or it's in the works of it. Nothing has actually been finalized. So putting out a video like this, I think, is more or less giving us a little bit of false hope, right? I'm trying to stay as positive as I possibly can about it, but wanting to know, and I think the community, as a community, right, for all the Genesis players,
We all want to know.
they all want, everybody wants to know, and discussing it with them, with just the players, and wanting to know what's going on with Genesis, kind of thing, right? Like having that secrecy and whatnot, giving them a bit of a false hope, so to speak, right? I mean, it's not 100% false hope. Things could be happening, but we don't know, and that's the big thing, right? There's so much secrecy behind it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Hassan is saying it is an option.
Then I choose it.
Then
That's
I
because
choose
JC
it.
said him, or her, they, them, it.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, we don't know. So I mean, like a lot of people that I've been talking to, they're saying that is this a Sid? This video, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and that maybe he's rethought things over. Maybe things will start resurfacing again. Don't know, right? Or is it another company, a bigger company, or is it just a smaller end community kind of thing? That's because we know that we've been trying, right? So a lot of people have reached out to me saying that proposals were going to a Sid for the IP, and wanting to obtain it to keep the game going, right? Because there's so much passion and love for it, regardless of the size of the community, right? Like it may not be, say, the size of Magic or whatever, and it may not have as much attention as some of the newer games coming out, like Lorcana, and now even FFG has announced Unlimited Star Wars is coming. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming, but those who do play Genesis love Genesis. We love the game. We want to keep it fresh and fluent and going and continuing, so that we can keep playing it, right? Like as we have. So let's take a pause from that for a minute or two. Switch over. So it was recently brought to my attention within the last couple of days. So if you're on the Discord, some of you may already know. So former card designer, or lead card designer, I should say, and creator of a lot of the stuff for Genesis, Alex Miller and Carl Lilly. Okay, the two members of the team for the design have actually stated that they are now presently working on a new project, which is more hope than what we've seen. There it is. So here's a first look. So I had talked to Alex, and he's given me permission to show this Convergence.
That's so cool looking.
I didn't get 100% full detail as to when this is going to happen.
It's like a pizza.
And whatnot, but
Do you see how horrifically powerful this tech is?
what are you showing us?
Just the actual
Coming
post
soon.
you made.
Oh, okay, the actual post. But there's the image. So if you're on the Discord and the fan server, you might have seen this. So, excuse me a second. Monster. Yeah, drink of.
Not sponsored yet.
Well, it's the official drink of all gamers, right?
No, that's Mountain Dew and Cheetos.
No, it is not.
No, that's sitting in a beanbag chair, naked, watching.
Oh, okay. Anyway, moving
TV.
on.
Moving
Moving on. Moving on.
That's
Okay,
the
then.
stream tonight, everyone. Gotta end this before we're banned.
Oh, sorry, no, never done it. Anyway, hey, put that back up.
No, as a gamer, I drink nothing
Convergence.
but Monster.
So talking to Alex, he had told me that Convergence is going to be Genesis compatible. There might be some slight different rules and whatnot to it, but it's going to be compatible, so everybody that does already own Genesis is going to be able to use their Genesis cards with Convergence and continue to play, kind of thing. So I'm sure we're going to get more information on this as they keep working on it. I'm super excited about this to see how it progresses. I mean, Alex has done an amazing job with Genesis, has put out a lot of amazing cards and whatnot, so it's going to be very interesting to see the ideas behind Convergence and how it's going to be incorporated in the Genesis Battle of Champions world.
Are we going to get a Convergence lore because Carl's working on it?
Possibly. It's a good question that can be put out to
Carl!
them.
Why is the planet pizza?
Why is the planet
I
pizza?
said that. Y'all missed it. I was like, it looks like pizza.
So let's take a look at this for one. All right. So we're seeing all the affiliations,
Different planets.
but there's a new one. So like there's
No.
green is Phage, Bellum yellow, Chaos, Axon, Thymos. What's the last one?
Yalara.
Solar. Thanks. All right, Kenny. Yeah. All right. There you go. There's
Oh,
yeah.
then there's the blue.
That's Axon.
Oh, wait, what?
So the lighter blue one would probably be the Jalarian.
Yeah.
Jalarian, right?
Galarian.
And then Thymos, Axon, Chaos, Phage, Bellum. Yeah, I mean it makes sense, right? It looks really good. I like the artwork on this. So I was told that this is probably what the back of the card is going to look like, which is really cool. So I mean, yeah, there's definitely the signs of all the affiliations there.
There's a white line going through the title and it's lopsided.
It's on purpose. It's an angle. It's a slice.
It's a slice.
I already like this more.
Have
than
you ever cut a pizza straight?
Yes.
You never cut pizza.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it perfect line? Straight?
Yeah, and it's the straightest thing about me, you know?
And all your pizza slices are all the same size.
Yep.
Okay. Perfection.
I gotta say, this is better than the Genesis one because the Genesis one had those like lopsided pencil marks on the back.
Maybe. Lopsided
On
pencil
the
mark.
back.
So Jeff is saying, okay, someone explain to me why that's more hope than the Facebook video, though. I mean, they're both just teasers at this point. I take the same amount of faith in both at this
Lopsided
point.
pencil, right where
Okay,
my
yeah,
finger is
good
there.
point. I mean, the reason why I'm saying that there's a little bit more faith in this is because I know Alex, right? So that's my personal opinion kind of thing. I know Alex and how hard and dedicated he was to Genesis.
This line on that flower does not connect.
Maybe it's not supposed to. But anyway.
There's also a hole in this.
And the same with Carl as well. The amount of effort and time that they both put into it,
Yeah.
and both of their love for the game, right? So moving forward, like Alex has so much knowledge behind the design of
And
Genesis.
they're both very, you might have already said this, but they're both very dedicated people.
Both very dedicated,
To like
exactly,
anything that
right?
These
they
are
do.
dedicated people we know with faces we can put to names
Yeah.
that aren't telling us to basically F off.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
they're
they're
not.
coming
Well, there's
out
no
with
secrecy
something-
behind it either. They're like coming
Yeah.
out. They're saying this is what we're gonna work on,
And
right?
this is
So-
who's working
They
on
will
it.
talk to you if you talk to them.
Exactly, right? So I mean, like when I called Alex right away, boom, it was discussed openly, kind of thing, and that like his kind of feelings behind it and wanting to keep Genesis going, right? In his state of mind, right, or his frame, and what he's capable of doing right now. Like having faith in this other video or whatnot that they're showing, yeah, it's a matter of opinion. If you want to, that's like your choice kind of thing. This is just the one side of the coin of what we're seeing and how we're feeling about it. Not, as I said, we're not very appreciative of the secrecy behind it. Is it really a lot of hope, right, at this point? Especially with seeing that the designers of Genesis are now switching over and creating their own. So obviously that putting
That's
two and two
exciting.
together. What?
I said, that's exciting. Though,
What?
That people are making their own
Are
stuff.
making their own, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, they're starting the development of it. Yeah, it's not 100%, but it's more honest and more straightforward to us as far as what they want to do, right? So.
What were you saying about two and two together?
But you put two and two together as far as like all the secrecy going on and whatnot, and you know, finding out that nothing's been finalized. There's been no announcement, no nothing kind of thing, and it's been well over a week we just want answers, right? Kind of thing. So, and also too, like, knowing that and knowing that these guys, they're saying, yeah, we're going to push, we're going to work on it, this is what we plan on doing. This other one is like, oh, well, we don't know. There might be.
People we've heard from consistently for 2
exactly,
months
right?
versus one video
versus
in 2 months.
versus one
Yeah.
video, right? So
That
I mean,
shows nothing.
like I don't want to burn any bridges as far as the game or the community and whatnot. You draw your own opinion as what you want to think, right? So like I am keeping hope. I am honoring the decision, or I should say the request, not to spoil any more invasions. Unfortunately, even though so many people have requested for me to keep going, right?
So it feels
Also, if
like
it's-
whoever is behind the video is trying to cut out anyone who is responsible for the currently existing but unprinted future of Genesis, and is willing to threaten people who might risk that.
Yeah, so I mean, I might risk it. Yeah, so I don't know. It's hard to really explain it. I mean, like I felt really bad. You know, because I was trying to rack my brain around why somebody out of the blue, right, is now requesting for me not to spoil or put out any more Invasions material or Genesis material, but yet, you know, it wasn't them directly, right? It was through a middle person, and it's like, do I listen? Right. However, the middle person saying that there could be legal actions taken against me, you know, whether it be a cease and desist kind of thing or whatnot, or lawyers involved, right? Which I really don't want to get involved with that, and I really don't want to piss anybody off either at the same time, right? So, and it's like I don't want to burn that bridge because of how much I love Genesis as a game, right? And it's just I don't have an understanding behind the secrecy, etc. And why not just let us know, right? Let us know, hey, we're attempting to do it. Like, from what I understand, Yoda's data, the people over in Germany were trying to obtain it. They were upfront and open about it, kind of thing. Boom, hey, we're going to try and get it, right? So the information went around throughout the communities, and so whatever had happened with that, I don't know the full intention, but people know, right? And it's like, okay, well, it also gives us an idea of who has as much passion for the game as we do, right? And wanting to see it succeed and keep it going, right? So that's another thing that I could add into it as well. So, yeah. So I mean, like, as I was saying too before, like so many people said, keep going, keep going. We want to see this invasion material. We want to see what we could have potentially had in the game. We want to, like, it was even stated that at one point, print and play for Invasions, and we never got it, right? So, and it's like it was knowing that information that, you know, Haunted Castle was no longer, Genesis was kind of dead and dying, and it's like, well, let's give this to the community anyway, let them know, and they can see, right, what could have been, and to make their own conclusions, right? So I mean, whether they're writing it on a piece of paper, putting it in a sleeve and using it, or, you know, getting the image or whatnot, let the people play it, kind of thing. So it's like for the community, so to speak. So, but yeah, as far as the threats back, it wasn't really a threat or anything like that. But I mean, it is a risk at this point, releasing more information until further notice, kind of thing. Like as I said, I've already tried to reach out to the person who had put out that post to reach out to me. You know. Willing to sign NDA, whatever, right? Just to have some information. I just don't, or just have a discussion, right? Kind of about it. However, it's been refused, kind of thing. So nothing is progressing on that side of it. So, but like as I said, everybody can draw their own conclusions as far as what's happening, what's going on. I mean, there's two sides of hopes now, kind of thing. And wanting to see it progress. Like, I understand it takes a long time to settle down, negotiate, figure out what's going to happen as far as the thing. But I mean, as far as the secrecy behind who it is a little bit upsetting. But
I just don't think that they should have put out this video. I think they should have kept it secret until everything was finalized. Because everyone's still
Yeah,
probably
I
trying.
had said that too, but I mean, like, they didn't want us to put it, and the reason they did this is because they didn't want us to keep releasing Invasions material.
Then just
right?
simply ask not to release information. Don't put out a video that's
And
saying
they
no,
put
it's
out a
going to
video.
continue.
Like, they could have
if
just
nothing's
reached out
etched
to
in
me
stone.
directly, even if they wanted to keep their identity secret kind of thing. But
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
be it.
I think it's kind of hurting the community a little bit more so than, you know, giving them that hope.
That's because majority of the community is still trying to wrap their heads around the fact that, you know, this game is, or the company is now gone, and the game we all thought was possibly ending, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's coming back, but it's like, is it really? Right? We don't know.
That's the big question.
That's the biggest question, is it really coming back? People can go, oh yeah, it's coming back, yeah, it's coming back. You don't know 100%.
We don't.
Right? Because nothing's being stated.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Right? Like, I don't think it was concrete enough in that video to show us that there's that much hope that Genesis is going to come. I mean, a couple of people have talked to me, and they know, right? They actually know what's going on and what's happening, but they're sworn to secrecy. They can't tell me on top of it either, right? So
Like,
it's
they told you to, because, like, well, Dad told me about this, but, you know, he told them to, or you told me that they said for you to keep like a positive mindset.
Yes, they keep telling me keep positive. You know, keep that level of excitement for Genesis and that love for Genesis going. Regardless, I'm gonna have that, right? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna continue to play Genesis and love Genesis for Genesis, right? As far as the progression of it, it's like just wanting to know and like whether we can help out too, right? So that's another key thing as far as what's going to happen. Like, so now you got two designers already working on another project. So I mean, as I said, it's like they haven't obviously been contacted. According to Alex, he's knows nothing, right, of what's happening behind the scenes. So he's already started his other project. So it's like, well, who's going to be left, right? If Carl and Alex are gone and doing their own thing, so to speak, what's left for Genesis, right? So like whether it's gonna be Lionel and JC working on that project, don't know, right? So I mean,
or who the artists are now, right?
Like, exactly too
back.
with the artist as well, and all the issues that had happened with that.
Yep.
So like I had also found out it was. The info was given to me that Dahlia, one of the artists for Genesis Battle of Champions, dumped all her artwork on Art Syndicate that she had done for Genesis, right? So, because these artists want that material to be put out and they want to get recognized for it, and if Invasions isn't going to go through, if Genesis isn't going to go through, they want people to see their art and the efforts that they had put into it, regardless of how the game is going, right? So.
What are you doing?
But so Stephen Penn says, hopefully it's Stephen. Hopefully it's Stephen. Sorry, either which way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa,
Yeah. So there we go. We have. Are you showing this?
Hey.
Yeah.
Scroll slower.
Okay.
Scroll slower.
Yeah. So there you go. You have some of the artwork. That Dolly had put this up on, so we're not spoiling this. We're not spoiling.
No, she put it up herself.
Was put out like
Monkey.
Her artwork is so good, right?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So Steven's saying spoilers. Oh.
Can I have these for my
Will
wallpaper?
Convergence have a spoiler season? How many cards in the set will fans be able to? I'm reading.
Stop. It's fungi.
Yeah, it's like a mushroom kind of guy or whatever.
Nope, that's no longer.
That was Slipknot, though.
Yo, get back over there.
Get back to the Slipknot.
Yeah, seriously, no. Please, I want to see that for a quick second. Hey.
Oh my goodness. Oh wait.
Oh.
Nope, that's not what I was clicking on.
Corn.
Just the one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Green Day.
Oh, Green Day, yeah.
Billy Joe
Corn,
Armstrong.
Slipknot. It looks like Limp Bizkit's in the back. Can you scroll down on it?
Looks like
That's
man.
Corn.
Slipknot. System of a
System
Down.
She's got good taste
can't
in
read
music,
that.
that's for sure. Rammstein. Mudvayne. Nice.
Mudvayne. Limp Bizkit. It was
No.
Limp Bizkit. Yeah.
No,
Green Day.
Green
Day's good.
Day.
Linkin
Linkin
Park.
Park.
Okay.
Nice.
Sweet.
Solid.
Anyway. Yeah,
Give
side
Dahlia
note
a
of
follow.
some of Dahlia's work there for sure. Absolutely amazing. But
Oh,
can
she
we
did the Amazing World of Gumball.
Are
Go
you
back to
telling
the
me look at
Genesis?
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
no, go back to the Genesis one. We'll address Steven's comment in a minute here.
Sorry, Steven.
That's okay.
This is sick.
That is so good, eh?
Oh, shit.
It's a shame we don't get to see any of these on
Look
paper.
at the spider. Here, Ma, you want one of those for a pet?
Wow. The tree.
If there's someone on the
Just-
ground.
Oh,
The big gorilla.
Look, it's what's
Alta.
her name? Alta.
Is
yeah.
that Alta?
Alta, yeah, she's
Alta.
riding on the monkey's arm.
She's getting ripped around.
It's a gorilla.
I think she's being like whirlwinded.
Yeah. Looks like it. But she's holding on for dear life.
And then that's Gamilla, I
Yeah.
think.
Gamilla?
Yeah, one of the new
Yeah,
champions.
Oh, that was the one that we
the
couldn't
corrupted
figure out.
Minot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool.
so good. Oh, Carl, hey.
I've got a Convergence deck. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. So there you go. There's even more proof, right? Carl just hopped into the chat stating he's got a Convergence deck already made, which is super, super exciting. I'm definitely going to be calling you, Carl. I've already talked to Alex, so I want to hook up with you guys to learn more about this, right? So.
Okay, now that Carl's in the chat, someone had a question about Convergence. Will they have a spoiler season?
Yeah, will there be a spoiler season? How many
How
cards
many
in the
cards
set?
Will fans be able to pitch cards? What are the rarities? Any new champions? New mechanics? Just fun questions.
Just fun questions. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a lot of questions that are going to be answered, I think, once it starts coming out. And
Where's
more
the alpha
information, but
Where's
the
the
fact
alpha
that he's actually stated that he has a Convergence deck, so that is super cool, and so on. He knows nothing. Okay, so he's not revealing anything as of this point.
It's a little early.
It's a little early.
Where's the
But-
Convergence Discord? When can we join?
Yeah, so
Kenny
yeah,
wants
there's
the
going to be
Discord.
like so many questions, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be giving you a call. Any artist signed on already? Any release date info? Even broadly. Stop making that disappear.
Sorry,
What are
is
you
it
doing?
there right now?
Right? Yeah, there's so many questions along it, but I mean, like as I was saying to answer your question earlier, Jeff, about see the difference, right? You can see the difference already as far as the excitement. These guys are pushing out. They're stating that they have this. They're working on it. It's moving forward, right? And it's going to be compatible with something that we love already, right? So, and yeah, definitely the artist, right? Is yeah, that's what I want to know, Carl. First off, you could probably tell us artists. Do we have artists for Convergence? Is that in the process?
Love it. This is how you get people talking.
Right. The key thing is artists for the cards, right? So whether it be like, I mean,
if
Donna,
any of them are coming back.
I mean, I'm sure he has a good relationship with Alex and Carl, kind of thing, to continue doing and working with the art team to get it. Hi, Devin. How you doing? But yeah, it's super exciting, right?
Wow,
so I mean, that's just
there's so many questions for
gave
that.
me goosebumps, right? And Carl writes that in there. It's like he's got a deck already, right? Like, I mean, like how much material have they worked on already, right? Like
yeah.
And wanting to
And again, it gives you a little more faith since they already have stuff out.
right, like see, there's the kind of secrecy, right? That I can accept, right? When he's saying, okay, we have this, we're working on this,
But I can't tell you anything else.
but you got to be a little bit patient. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's stating that they've already got it, right? And it's in the works, which is really good, right? So
Yeah.
wait, genuinely know nothing or can't share. I think it's on the can't share at this point.
As far as I know,
there are artists working. So there we go, right?
There,
so as far as already, see, he's releasing the information and letting us know right off the bat, right? There's artists working on it. He's got the deck, or like a deck made, I guess already, so I'm sure in due time they will start making the announcements as to when it's going to go into production, right? Or how this is going to progress, right, in the near future, right? So, which is awesome. So, I mean, yeah, super excited. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'd be nice.
Fun. Never rush an artist. No, you can't rush artwork, right? I mean, both Mack-Attack and I be an artist as well, and it's like, you know, little side note. We were at a open house for one of my distributors, and Mack-Attack had the opportunity to participate in a speed painting competition, right? And she had 30 minutes to paint this big monstrosity.
It was like a turtle dragon or something that. It was actually, what was it from again?
Epic Encounters.
Yeah, Epic Encounters.
Yeah, done by Steamforge.
Yeah. I get to paint one of those. It was so fun.
And so there was a bit of pressure on me because I like doing painting and whatnot, right? When it comes to miniatures and artwork and that.
I feel like this guy was just like, you know, dripping sweat watching me.
No, I can't do it. I can't rush something in 30 minutes. I'm too much.
I'm a detailed person.
Right? Wanting to do the detail.
As much as I wanted to get in it, like, I mean, I was happy with it.
She banged it out in 30 minutes, except for the base, which a lot of the participants didn't even do the base or the bottom of the miniature.
I didn't do his underneath either. I didn't have time.
Yeah, she totally nailed it. But it's surprising how people can do it that quickly, right? Only in 30 minutes, something that big too on top of it.
Like I was doing it right for fun, as much as I knew it was a little bit of a competition. It's not like I'm winning $1 million for it, so it's like it wasn't as much pressure. But I mean,
I agree with ZW42. Do we know who ZW42 is?
Not a clue.
No clue who ZW42
but,
is.
Again, it was something small at an event, and it was fun. Right?
Yeah, it was a fun thing, right? I mean, it was, you know, just something.
They had a lot of people do it.
A lot of people.
There
was, like, what?
Easily
30?
Easily, yeah.
20 to 30 participants to it, right? It's just, because a friend of mine was like, oh, you should do it. It's, you know, only 30 minutes. And it's like, no, I would be too frustrated, and yeah.
I was so lucky to be able to do that because I walked up and I was like, hey, can I still do this? He goes, you're the last person to do it.
Yeah.
I joined at the last minute. Like, it was
4
o'clock. 4 o'clock, they were ending at
4:30. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You pulled it off. You did really good.
Thanks. I was happy with it.
No, we got off topic because
I'll post this up on my Instagram,
Russian.
though.
Right, yeah, you can check out our Instagram. You'll be able to see. So Carl was saying there's still going to be some secrecy behind it, but
that's reasonable. It's early.
It's early. It's still early, but it looks really good. They've already got the back of the card design done. It's going to be very interesting to see what Alex brings to the table with Convergence, right? Especially with all the amazing stuff that he's already put out for Genesis, and to see how, like, the compatibility with Genesis and how the two are going to clash and be able to be used together, right, so to speak. So, let's hope we're going to get some really good progress on that and see some stuff in the near future for it. So, great work, guys, too, by the way. Doing an awesome job so far, so loving it. But anyway, on that note, I just want to say thank you. And once again, everybody, this is just our opinion. You take with it as you want as far as what's going on in the situation with Genesis and whatnot. But it's a game that Mack-Attack and I have been with since the start. We love it so much, right? And want to keep it going and progressing, to the positive, right? So
even though I didn't play for a while, I still, read the cards. I heard it.
Yeah, you're still
from him. I was still involved with it. I just wasn't playing. Yeah.
But
took a little break.
We want it to succeed. It's not like we're trying to deter anybody or put anybody down kind of thing or whatnot. It's just concerns, right? So wanting to see the progression going in the right direction, so to speak, right?
Wanting to know fully
and also wanting to help
happen.
out. I mean, we've been doing a live stream every single. Well, I mean, there's some weeks that we weren't able to stream, but that's beyond our control kind of thing. But we've dedicated our show to Genesis Battle of Champions, right? Outside of like some shorts and whatnot. But I mean, that's for the store more or less. But the show is dedicated to Genesis, right? And wanting to keep it going and be excited about it, but also get this discussion and show our concerns too about it, right? And you know, how do I say it? I don't know. I'm lost for words for it, but anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining us in the chat tonight. Greatly appreciated. As I said, Carl, I'll be getting in touch with you very soon. And to our great... I forgot. What do we got to do tonight? We have to reveal. We got to do some reveals.
We do have to do some reveals.
We have to do some reveals.
Some reveals, yeah.
100%. I totally forgot. I forgot to bring them on the table. I'll be right back.
The cease and desist. Oh my god. I forgot about it too. Then again, before this I was playing Animal Crossing, so I forgot everything. Like that should be our stream next week. We should just talk like animals.
Ready? We're gonna do this. We'll do this. He's out there. You can see him. He's still there in the chat. What are you doing?
Talking like an Animal Crossing.
Jeff Pacito! Hey. Patreon has arrived from Jeff Pacito. What are we getting revealed? You, Jeff.
Patreon.
Your Patreon has arrived. You know we're gonna do it on stream.
Yikes.
This is how we do it in Puerto Rico. That's right. I don't know. We're not in Puerto Rico. Do you need stabby?
Yeah.
I'm trying. I don't know where it went.
Well, hurry up.
I don't know where it went. Maybe I don't have it. Oh, there it is.
Keep track of it.
Something.
Doesn't know the lyrics.
I don't know the lyrics either. Woohoo! They're revealing me. Yes, in a tree.
In a tree.
In a tree. Yes. So yeah, if you haven't had a chance to check out Outer Edge Comics, Jeff Pacito's artwork and his game. Hang on. Don't show anything.
Shit. I didn't say that. That wasn't me. Oh, hi.
No, okay. So,
just zoom into it.
Why are you zooming in? If you have not had a chance to play this game, Solo Venture. Okay. So the Warlock's Dungeon, a Solo Venture campaign. If you haven't had a chance, Jeff just put out a video today. Be sure to check him out on his channel. So there's expansions coming. Also, too, he said that if we're Patreon members, you could be getting a copy of it. So there's going to be new cards that are going to be able to go with this game. If you haven't had a chance to pick it up, I keep going the wrong way. Be sure to get yourself a copy of Solo Venture. So it is a D&D campaign or game that you can play by yourself, like literally.
Solo Venture.
Solo Venture, exactly, right? So it's super cool. The artwork is really, really amazing in this as well, all done by the man himself, Jeff Pacito, right? So great friend, and yeah, you're going to want to check this out. So yeah, check out Outer Edge Comics too. A lot of his artwork on there. I don't know, Jeff, if you have any other social medias, throw them up there in the chat. Don't forget to tell them they can buy it from you. Yeah, they can.
Yeah,
we do sell Solo Venture here at Heads or Tails Gaming. If you ever want to pick one up, you can.
How much is it?
You have to come in. Details are in the store.
Details are here.
I was asking for me.
Details in the store. Well, we'll
Details
talk afterwards,
later.
right?
Okay. Jay Pacito on YouTube.
Jay Pacito on YouTube.
Yeah, go subscribe to this guy.
Put a link
Collectors and Cars Cracking Packs is
to
amazing.
his game in the video description. Can you put a link up?
I'm trying to find a website for it.
Okay.
Does he have a website?
Do you have a website, Jeff?
Jeff. website.
Or a link to Solo Venture.
Okay, while we're waiting for that, you ready to start this?
Okay, let's do some reviewing here.
Hey, Stephanie and Mark.
What? Does it seriously say that?
Stephanie and Mark.
Okay, I gotta laugh. It's Jeff. I gotta laugh.
Stephanie's not even spelled right. Spelled with an F.
Oh, it's spelled real weird.
Stephanie and Mark.
Stephanie and Mark.
Is it Mark with a C?
No, it's Mark with a K.
Yeah.
Because I always put the K on my name, and technically it's not supposed to be there.
Hey, Kenny actually got it right.
I
it's
told him
spelled.
it was with an F.
Yeah.
Thanks once more for being part of my journey. This month's offering is following the new trend of 8 cards and a 4-card play set. If you don't want any, okay. Also included a bonus play set of 8-bit forest lands for Magic the Gathering. Let me know if you'd like to see more play sets for MTG lands like this. While I work through the DS themed ones, I can keep providing these old-fashioned Game Boy style basic lands in sets of 4. As always, I can't thank you enough for your support through Patreon and everywhere else you like, share /comment, find time to chat with me knowing my work is appreciated, means everything to me. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can reach me online anytime.
Yeah, I know. I gotta put out a formal apology to Jeff from this past week alone. It's like I think the one day I must have called him like 5 or 6 times throughout the entire day. He's kind of like my shoulder to cry on and my go-to guy when I need to discuss certain things or try to work things out. He's a really amazing guy. You get the chance to know Jeff. Look at Billy just joined us. Hey, Billy.
Hi, Billy.
You missed the whole show. We're almost done. Hey, and he has pink painter's tape, right? I mean, anybody who's got pink painter's tape,
Pink
totally
painter's
awesome. You
tape.
gotta. There it is. There we go.
Yay!
OuterEdge.co. Be sure to check it out.
I spoke to my wife last week.
I know, right? It was like, I think it was like 3 or 4 days, I think, in a row, like, just on the phone with... nobody does this anymore, do they?
You got here just in time for the best part. Yeah, I did. Okay, are you ready?
Here we go. So Jeff Pizzito, Patreon reveals. If you're not a member of Jeff's Patreon, be sure to. And then to join, support this guy, and his amazing artwork is really, really good.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with the
Play
Magic
set.
Forest.
Yep.
Proxies here. It even says unofficial
Sure,
proxy
proxy.
on the back. Game Boy. Pew 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 pew. Play Mario Kart, yeah. Wait, no,
Game
not
Boy?
Mario Kart, not Mario Kart, just Mario. Or
What?
apparently Magic, yeah.
So he
Mario
has
Land
done a lot of the 8-bit artworks, which is
I have majority of
super
them.
cool. Yeah, Mackenzie steals them, and they go into our Jeff Pizzito portfolio binder for our collection.
Alrighty.
So some other new stuff. Yeah. Oh, we reversed. You're showing and I'm reading this time.
Sure.
So first on the list, full art Gilding Poison from Solo Venture.
I like this
Forest of the Mad Queen. So this is a prelim to the expansion, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff. Of what's to come for the new Solo Venture.
I'm sorry
Where'd
I'm
my
moving
Solo
it so
Venture
much.
go?
I'm trying to find a good
Are you
angle
buying it?
that doesn't have bad light. Do you guys like this angle? It's the best I can get without
That looks
light.
really
Alright.
So there's that. Julie fan art from the Max comic book. Whoa.
That's cool.
Snap.
She-
Oh, snap.
She's got to pull that shirt strap up. Just a little bit.
It's a style.
That's not style. That's gonna
not
be
my
public
style.
indecency eventually.
That's not my style.
Next. That's cool artwork. I like that artwork. It's cute.
Captain Marvel fan art.
I like this one.
I know Jordan would love that.
Right? He likes Captain Marvel?
No, he hates.
Oh, he hates Captain Marvel. So
Jeff,
he
you
wouldn't
gotta
like
teach me how to draw faces. I can't draw faces for the life of me.
it. Ooh, the Sandman fan art.
Mr.
The Sandman.
Bring me
Give
a
me a
dream.
dream.
Bum, 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 bum.
Making the cutest that I've ever seen.
See, he is so cute.
Anyway,
Look at him, big eyes.
that looks super cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Sandman. Miles Morales, Spider-Man fan art.
Spider-Man!
Oh, I'm losing that one to
Oh,
you
yeah.
for sure. No, it goes in the collection.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
But, it's, yes.
That's super cool.
I love Spider-Man.
I like
Not that Sandman, haha.
Oh. That's super cool. I like that Spider-Man. That looks super cool. Proteus, Chibi champion from Genesis Battle of Champions.
Sick.
There we go. We're starting to see the chibis for the
Finally
champions
here.
that were supposed to come in invasions.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That looks sick, eh?
Oh,
And you
Nice.
did it.
tentacles.
Red-eyed teddy bear. Just straight out red-eyed teddy bear.
That's it?
That's all it
Oh,
says.
that's all it
A
says.
red-eyed teddy bear.
I want to make this into an actual plushie. That is so cute.
As soon as I killed one,
Great.
2, 3,
Cam would like that.
Cam would like this one.
Yeah, he's a big Five Nights at Freddy's.
If
Yeah.
you want to just
Or Friday Night at Freddy's or whatever it's called.
triggers
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights, I heard it right the first time. And then last but not least, an 8-bit DS proxy card of Watery Grave from Magic the Gathering.
So you just make more badges.
Super sick. So if you're a Magic player and you like Magic, you can get a Watery Grave land. Island
It's an
swamp.
island.
It's an island swamp. That's
Oh,
well,
it's an
Watery
island
Grave, right? It's, yeah.
And social library for any number of
So yes, thank you so much, Jeff. We really appreciate receiving your Patreon every month, and gives us the opportunity to show it off as much as we can. What?
I was playing with the packs and I poked myself in the nose.
Anyway, so once again, there, Kenny's put it up, outeredge.co. If you want to check out any of Jeff's content, I know he's working on comic books. You can check him out on Facebook as well. And on YouTube, he puts out a lot of great content. His collectors in cars cracking packs while wearing a seatbelt, I think is what it's called. And then
Collectors and cars cracking packs.
his rants. I love his
Oh,
rants.
dude.
We haven't seen a rant from you in a long time, Jeff. You got to put out a rant. What?
Teddy is from a still in development game of mine,
Nice.
but it's way too early to talk about it.
Okay.
And then he said, no, thank you both so much.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
And message Steveo to get the game from him.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
show up to Heads or Tails game.
Or just
in
come
person.
on
Yeah,
down to Heads or
just
Tails
come
Gaming
out
tonight,
and
so.
buy it
So once again,
with lyrics.
be sure
by
to like
Steveo.
and subscribe. What?
With lyrics by Steveo. Yeah, collectors and cars cracking packs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I had I had put that in his message, and then he actually put it into a jingle for his show. Jeff, the most interesting nerd in the world, according to Devin. Yeah, Jeff's an amazing guy. Straight from the heart, Jeff. You're a really great friend, and love you with all our hearts.
I always get so happy whenever I hear that, like, Jeff's gonna be around. Like, if he's coming down, I always get so excited. I look forward to that day.
Yeah.
Love being around Jeff. Great guy.
He is a great guy.
Awesome guy.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to One Side of the Coin. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate all your support, and any future content that you want to hear or you want to get involved, tune in every Thursday, roughly between 7:30. We try to get on. And get into some discussions about Genesis. We were going to open some packs, but I think we'll save that to next week because we want to keep you in your minds fresh on Mr. Jeff Pizzito. And we probably would have done Genesis Patreon, but it's no longer,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But we're going to keep going. However, our last Patreon we did not open on stream, so maybe next week we'll show off some of the stuff that we got in the final Patreon for Genesis Battle Champions. That would be a really cool topic to go into.
Yeah.
You can reach out to me at Steveo the Gamer at hotmail.com if you want to shoot me a message and just rant, give some random thoughts, questions, concerns, or whatever. Just chat about Genesis in general. I'm always there, right? So I can touch base back with you.
I'm on Instagram at I almost forgot the butter.
Like the Dews Equus guy. I don't know what that is.
I don't know who that is either.
I don't know either. LOL, more like the
What?
the Dose Equal guy. Anyway, I have no idea.
Yeah.
What?
That's my Instagram handle. Is I almost forgot the butter.
I almost forgot the butter. Once again, thanks a lot. One Side of the Coin, I'm Steveo the Gamer.
Mack-Attack.
We will see you next Thursday on One Side of the Coin. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
We're still here.